Yes, people, come true, come true, come true. All right. Who's in? Who's in? Who's in? All right, let's see what we got here. See who we got here. Big up everybody in the check-in. What's going on? What's going on?
Hello.
Yo, yo.
Hey, what's up?
What's happening? What's happening? Hold on, let me get some volume in the place. All right, what's happening, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. I'm good. You're looking healthy. You're looking good. Everything good your
Yes,
side?
man. Yeah, man. Everything is good, man. Taking it one day at a time.
All right, brother. I respect that. I respect that. So before I do the introduction of who's our guest today, I want to shout out to everyone that's checking in. We've been away for a minute, but you know our regular scheduled program has resumed again. So for those of you here for the first time, welcome to Bouyon TV. For those of you who are back again, welcome back. I am your host, Drizzy Freckles. You can catch me on the Fast Food Podcast. You can catch me on Drizzy Freckles on Twitter, Instagram. This is our platform to, you know, share the many talented people we have from the Nature Island known as Dominica. You know, we want to use this platform to give everyone their flowers. You know, from the old school legends to the current legends to the future legends. We just want to give everyone their flowers and give them a platform to, you know, introduce themselves to a wider audience. So I've got to do some house cleaning. Don't forget to follow Love Boy across all social media platforms. Loveboy.com is officially live if you want to get some merch. We have a party that we're doing, but I will give you some more details on that later on in the show. But without further ado, I've got a brother here, you know, a king amongst men, doing his thing, you know. Some of you, if you're in the know, will know him from one of, if not the biggest, baddest young band on the scene right now, doing their thing, 10 years plus strong. 10 years plus strong. So you know they're here for the long ride, man. You know, he's out of Signal Band, as you know, out of 767, doing their thing. Shout out to, you know, the Code Breaker, aka the Draco Bouyon, aka man like Shelly, you know. Shelly,
Yeah.
you can come back when you're ready, yeah. So yeah, man. But we got another member from the Signal Band. Hopefully, we'll be able to speak to other members of the band in the not too distant future. But right now, we're speaking to the one and only Mr. Tell me if I'm getting it right, yeah? Giovanni
Yes, Giovanni Green. Yes.
Green,
All
aka
right.
Geo Green Music on Instagram. So Geo, big up yourself, my brother.
Thanks, bro.
So
Appreciate it.
let's take it back because you and I have got something in common, right? Even though this is the
Uh-huh.
first time we're meeting, but we got something in common. So I noticed that
Interesting.
from the information I received that you were born in St. Martin. So you weren't born in Dominica,
No.
but you were raised in Dominica.
Yes.
All right, so that's what we got in common, you know. So which one of your parents is from Dominica?
My mom.
Your mom. Okay, cool. All right, like mine. All right. Cool. So you grew up in Kingsville?
Yes, I
Yeah.
did.
All right.
Yeah.
So, you know, tell the people, because I've got the information here, all right? But it's important that you mentioned your mum, because thanks to your mum, this is why we're practically having this conversation today, because she's the one that
Yeah.
got you into music, right? So let the people
Yeah.
know, like, you know, from back then, just let the people know, like, what was your first introduction to music that gave you the bug to want to pursue this as a career?
Well, I'd say it started from church.
Right.
Our parents back in the day, always used to take their kids to church all the time.
Yo.
And I was always sitting down like close to the front on the side. And that was in the corner where the musicians were.
Right.
And, I used to watch them play, the songs and, watch the singers. And I used to be so intrigued by especially the drums because like drums was my first instrument that I actually
Same.
sat behind and
Right.
play. And it was actually in church. So when I started playing drums, my mother realized, she saw the little passion I had for music. Then I also, I used to watch a little TV as a kid. So, back then it had like Disney Channel and all those kind of stuff like that.
Yep.
Now,
Yep.
now, surprisingly, or maybe not surprisingly, my favorite group or show to watch was the Jonas Brothers. Those
Oh,
guys, their style of
okay.
yeah, man.
All right.
I
Interesting.
that's how I got into guitar because I used to watch these guys. I'm like, wow, these guys are rock stars. The songs,
Yeah.
the way they used to present themselves, the music they had, and all that stuff. So I was like, you know what? I think I want to learn guitar, and
Right.
I think that's the good thing about having supportive parents. You never know how far your child may go by
Yeah.
just supporting their passion. So my mom really saw that I had a passion for music, so she decided to send me to guitar classes. So in doing guitar classes, me and my teacher, we had a good relationship because I was a quick learner. He liked
Important.
how I was always picking up all this stuff so quickly every week when I came back. He even decided to offer me piano classes as well because he's a multi-instrumentalist, so he
Right.
plays a lot of instruments. He teaches a lot of instruments. So it was like a whole school of music. So um, while I was learning guitar, I was learning keyboards as well. But I didn't stick to the keyboard because I was more interested in being a rock star, guitar,
This guy.
Jonas Brothers, and all that kind of stuff. So that was something that drove me into the passion.
Right.
And from there, I just stuck with it and started discovering other musical influences, and it just piled up, and it made me into the interest I have now in music. So it influenced me into what I would say back then I didn't start producing as yet, but
Right.
I used to, make little beats on these little programs and, have fun with it and all this kind of stuff. So I was always interested in producing. So from learning all these instruments and whatnot, I like continuing the journey from the school of music I was in.
Yeah.
I went to SMA, right?
Right.
SMA Academy.
Yep.
And that's where I met Sheldon. I was in third form when I entered SMA, and Sheldon, I think, was in fifth form. Also, Hazel was there, the drummer for Signal Band.
Okay. Big up.
Jelani as well. All those guys was in SMA at the time, but I was in third form. They were in, I think, fourth or fifth form going up.
Right.
So that's where I met those guys. I know Shelly was, into calypso and all that stuff. In me playing guitar, I ended up being part of, the band, the steel band and all that stuff. So I ended up meeting those guys and mingling with them and, the music and all those practices and bands and all those kinds of stuff. So from then, I left high school, went on to college. I kept with the music, still, but mostly, at the time when I joined Signal, I was a guitarist.
Right. Yeah.
So I was more into guitar. I didn't go into any of the bass stuff as yet. So when I became a bassist was one time when the band had to tour to Anguilla.
Okay.
And when they at the time our bassist had left, so they needed somebody to play bass, and I was the guitarist at the time, so I needed to figure out a way to play bass because we had to go to Anguilla and do that show, and couldn't mess up, so I had to
can't fumble the bag, man.
yeah, so that's how I ended up getting into bass.
Right.
So it's like over the years, you know, I got a little touch of all these instruments. I was playing drums in church, you know, playing guitar with Signal, then started playing bass with Signal. Keyboards, I left that alone for a while, but
Right.
recently I started getting back into it since I, you know, got more into the producing vibes. And that's pretty much like the background how I got into like playing, you know, the instruments and
Yeah.
becoming
All
who
right.
I am. No.
So it's important, right, for those who are listening right now, because like, sorry, a lot of people now, anyone who's watching this now, who's aspiring to be a musician, they can go on YouTube and learn how to play the instrument of their choice, right? But
Yeah.
you self-taught yourself, but you didn't have
Mhm.
access to YouTube. You just saw the Jonas Brothers looking like rock stars, and you're like, you know what? I want a piece of that action, and you taught yourself. So really, man, like, there's no excuse. If you want to do something, there's always something. It's always accessible. Like, it might not be in the place you think it will be, but it's always accessible to help you to you know, move forward and pick up that hobby, whether it's music or anything else, marketing. You want to be a politician,
Mhm.
God bless your soul, but you want to do that, whatever you want to do, like, you can always find the inspiration or just the guidance that you need, man. So shout out to the
Yeah, for
Jonas
sure.
Brothers for giving us one of the illest, you know, guys on the one of the bases that we've got right now. Shout out to SMA for effectively giving birth to Signal Band. So shout out to SMA. All right, cool. Now, Signal Band. Now, I wanna give you your flowers while you're here, because, and I said something similar to Shelly when he was here as well, because I feel like you guys definitely, during peak lockdown, when this whole thing hit us, man, and we
Mhm.
just finished Carnival, like, you know, shout out to my brother Chris in the check-in. I remember we was jumping up in Rosa and like 2020, and I saw a couple people with masks and stuff, but I was just like, you know, they're probably wearing it because of powder, you know, people throwing out powder in the jam or whatever, so they're wearing them up. When I came back to England, for about a week and a half later, everything just shut down. Everything just shut down. The world
Mhm.
stopped moving effectively, like, it just shut down.
Yeah.
So that meant that a lot of people who are musicians and they like touring, and obviously touring brings in the bag and stuff, that came to a halt, and everyone was practically in the same bag of like, what are we going to do moving forward? Because at the moment, there's nothing going on in regards to touring or any doing jams, or whatever. So I say all that to say this, because Signal Band, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you guys did 2 live performances online. You did like 2 online,
Yes.
right? Okay, so the first one, we'll get to the second one later in a minute. But the first one was called Inside Outside, right?
Yeah. Outside, inside.
Outside Inside. So yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um. All right. Now, why I will never forget this performance, right, is because I watch a lot of TV. I review stuff on TV. I review movies, this, that, and the third. So when I heard that Game of Thrones type introduction, I was like, yo, man, these guys are not playing. And then they was giving you the introduction, like the NBA players, like, you know, at center, at power forward, and I was like, all right, these guys are not here to play. Like, they definitely thought about this, and the production value in it was just sick. Like, you know, shout out to everyone in the team that assisted with the production value, because the production was sick. Considering it was a free jam, the production
Mhm.
value was on par, man. It was up to date. So I want to big you up, because I was like, I'm a carnival coward, so I was just like, anything I can get that could make me feel like I'm having a good time, I was involved. and you guys definitely set the benchmark, in my humble opinion. The whole thing was just dope. And obviously you guys are celebrating your 10th year anniversary when you did that one. So that obviously had more significance to it than just a regular performance. Shout out to Mrs. Charles. So I want to big you up. I want to big up Single Band on the whole. Shout out to my boy Liam. Shout out to the whole team. Like, you guys definitely came through with that one. So in regards to outside, inside, like, what was the, like, who came up with the idea, first and foremost? And, like, let the people know, like, because all we see is you guys are there, you've obviously rehearsed, and then you go live, boom, and then it's, like, straight shelling for, like, hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever. But, like, let the people, you know, peek behind the curtain and let them know, like, what goes on behind the scenes when you're putting something on such a large scale to the masses.
Well, usually, you know, it's more like a collective effort. So somebody may come with an idea and it might spark another idea in somebody else. And then it's like it just builds up and becomes this one big idea. So with outside, inside, you know, we wanted to give the fans something, you know, because they aren't, you know, all outside jams and all that stuff wasn't happening anymore. So we figured out we could do a virtual, you know, event. And we figured it would be outside, inside, because, you know, you get the vibe like you're outside, you know, at the jam, having fun and whatnot, but at your home. So that was the whole idea behind outside, inside. I know we figuring out ways where we could make it more like a, I wouldn't say concert, but like really put on a show, you know, because usually when you go to regular jams here, you don't really, you know, like do all these costumes and, you know, these, you know, like coming out like NBA players and all those kind of stuff. So we figured, you know, it being a virtual jam, you know, we should do something, you know, to really make people say, wow, you know. So from the intro, the whole idea of it, from the intro to the ending, you know, is hitting them hard, you know, steady energy, you know, and just vibes, you know. So that was like, you know, so basically it's like a collective effort. So, but I also want to big up Liam and also Dylan Green.
Right, big up Dylan.
You know, those are the guys behind the scenes. You know, you don't really see on stage, but behind the scenes, they're really, you know, coming up with a lot of great ideas. You know, all those that we implement. So I want to big up those two guys.
Yeah, man, definitely big up Liam. Definitely big up Dylan. I think you guys in that particular live performance that you did, you guys came out in the national, you know, wear. I think it was around that time you came out in the national wear with the sash and all that stuff. Yeah, you guys was looking on point, man. I was like, yo, look at these guys, man. Like, yeah, man. So now big up the whole Single Band team. Big up the team you see on stage, and big up the team you see behind the stage, or that you don't see, I should say, because it's a collective effort. So, you know, big up everyone that bring that together, man. Okay, so we move forward. So you've done that one. So you've got that one in the can. So now it's like, okay, we know how to pattern this live digital performance. Now we're coming into that season where people, not just who live local in Dominica, people like myself who are planning, yo, right about now, I'd be planning to go to Dominica, which band I'm joining, which t-shirt band I'm joining, what parties I'm going to, where am I buying my tickets, etc., etc. But for you guys are planning the why am I drawing a blank? What's
Illumination.
Sorry?
Illumination,
that's it. Yeah. So you guys are planning for Illumination, and by hook or crook, you guys are like, we're still doing it regardless of what's going on in the world right now. So fast forward to Illumination. Like, again, great performance, great stage presence, production value on point. Liam at one point was talking like he was literally on a truck moving, telling him, yo, partner, you gotta move out the way and this, that, and the third. Like, so out of the two of them, I'm gonna put you on the spot now. Out of the two of them, which one is your favorite? Yeah. So I have to put you on the spot, man, because
I would say Illumination.
All right. There was no wrong answer, but I think that's the best answer. No, you're right. Yeah, Illumination was vibes. Yeah, that was vibes, man. Shout to Stasha as well. Big up Queen. Yeah, man. So that's 2 in the can. Are we going for a hat trick?
Who knows? Maybe.
Who knows?
Who knows?
All right. I like that answer because we're coming. It's coming up to it's coming up to that the second.
That time.
It's coming up to that time again. Before the year ends, we always come together for a little Creole music festival, and you know what I'm saying. So, you could do a 1-year anniversary of Outside Inside.
Who knows?
All right. This is Liam. If you're checking this out, Liam or Dylan, you can take that idea. It doesn't matter. You can take that's for free. I'm just giving that one for free.
Yeah.
1-year anniversary, Outside Inside. I'm just giving that one away for free because I want to see you guys win. So it's fine. On the subject of parties, so shout to the Love Bouyon team. We here at Love Bouyon TV, we have sponsored a party that's happening here. So if you're living in the UK and you're in the city on what day is it? Oh my gosh, where is it? On the 6th of November, which is a Saturday, come and join us at the Tower Bridge Arms. We're doing the official Dominican Independence Takeover. So for those of us who normally go back home for the World Creole Music Festival and taking on that good Creole activity, come join us 6th of November, Tower Bridge Arms. We're going to have a good time. I'm going to be DJing. Shout out to DJ Remy D, DJ Sweetness, Digger D, Mr. Mention. Shout out to the hostess with the mostess, Dominican M's, doing that thing that you'll like a bacchanal. So it's going to be a good party. If you want to get more information on the party, check my Instagram page. It's pinned at the bottom of the screen at Jizzy Freckles. Click the link in my bio and it takes you straight to the page where you can buy your tickets. That's November 6th. It's a Saturday and we're going to turn up. Those of you who've never been to Dominica before, we're going to make you feel like you're experiencing Juve morning. Trust me, we're going to turn that shit upside down. And I might try to play on the house like 6 times in a row if I can get away with it, because that's my tune. That is my tune. Like that, when that jam comes on, Carnival, I have an out-of-body experience. I go somewhere else, man. Especially if someone's door in front of me, I'm having an even better time. So big up Signal Band for creating, in my humble opinion, one of the biggest songs to come out of the Bouyon genre. Much appreciated. Your band on Carnival Monday and Tuesday was looking, man. You have some pretty women in your band, brethren. Like, I know you have to stay focused and do your thing on the guitar, but let me tell you, there were some beautiful women in your band, man. Like, man.
It's always all vibes, bro.
Boy, listen. So shout out to you. Now,
man.
You are part of Signal Band. However, you're a man of many talents, and because you are a musician, obviously you have an ear to hear things and also to create. And I say all that to say this because this year, towards the back end of summer, you and a fellow producer gave us the Mimosa Loca rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you had some home team on there. Obviously, Stasha was on there. So big up the Queen Stasha. But you also had I don't know if this is the lead singer, but you had the code breaker, aka Shelly, drop us the Draco Bouyon. So let the people know first of all where they can go and get access to that rhythm, and then just let us know the backstory on that.
So the Mimosa Loca rhythm, right? You can get it find it on all streaming platforms right now.
Wicked.
You know, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Deezer, you name it. There.
Yep.
It's there. Just type in the Nikki D, Superline. We have what?
That. It's on Tidal.
Right.
So it's everywhere,
That's it right
people.
there.
Yeah, go
It's
spin
everywhere.
that.
Yeah, man. The most local rhythm. Now, how it came about. So like recently I really got into like producing seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So all the time, you know, I got the brief. I was more into like, you know, just playing music, dealing with instrumental stuff and those kind of stuff.
Right.
When I got into producing, you know, I figured I want to make rhythms, you know, Bouyon rhythms, you know, especially for, you know, Signal band, you know, my band and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So it'll be good to have somebody, you know, who can make rhythms, somebody who can produce, somebody who can, you know, graphics, so like everything stays within the group, you know.
Yeah, of course.
And
yeah.
that kind of life. So that was the initial plan. So I wanted to make a Bouyon rhythm. So I started making something up tempo-ish, you know, the usual up tempo Bouyon and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, but then I was having difficulty like catching a vibe, you know, in making the up tempo Bouyon. So I didn't catch the vibe of it as yet. So, you know, I decided let me start with something groovy first. So I laid down a slow tempo, you know, rhythm.
Yep.
A little cowbell, you know, little elements and whatnot, make it sound like a bouyon, groovy bouyon. Then I the guitar part, you know, the guitar you hear in the rhythm.
Yep.
I laid down the bass, I started putting in elements, and then, you know, I just had it there, you know, sitting down for a while. Like I made it and I just had it there, you know, I wasn't really paying attention to it.
Yeah.
Then there's one time where I met Dilo, producer Dilo.
Big up Dilo.
Right. And we started, you know, working together. Like we always knew each other, you know, so we always used to get into the music vibe. So, you know, when I went by him, we lay down guitar loops, you know, and make beats and all those kind of stuff.
Right.
So we when it at the time we had to work on something for somebody, I think, record something, and we went to the studio, and you know, I just happened to open that beat for him, you know. And work on it with, you know, from there we started working on it. So there's this one time we booked some studio time by Colton T. Shout out to ICM Studios.
Big up, yeah, big Colton. Come on the show, Colton. Stop hiding.
So we booked some time there. We went in and we decided, you know, let's finish this beat so we can, you know, to drop, you know, something on it, because we like the vibe of the rhythm. It's so different. That is jazzy feel.
Yeah,
you know,
man. Sweet, yeah.
It's and
for sure.
Guitars and all that. So, you know, because, you know, there's this stigma around Bouyon that it's more monotonous and, you know, everything's the same and all those kind of things.
Yeah.
And I figured we really need a balance of groovy and up tempo, so might as well work on a groovy to see how it turns out. So we decided, we sat in the studio, we decided to finish the rhythm, you know, adding all the elements, and we were so excited with it because it, like, the more we added stuff, the more the sound is so nice, you know. We probably got too excited, then we started to take out some stuff because, you know, it's like it's too much, you know. So, but the excitement was just there, you know. The sounding so sweet. I think, like, imagine what artists would sound on it when they, you know, write their songs and record, and, you know. So we decided to when we finished the beat, you know, we decided to reach out to a few artists, to see who we can get. We wanted to get a couple foreign artists on it as well, but in the end, that didn't really work out. So we decided to stay strictly local. You know, we checked Shelly, you know, checked Stasha, checked Swati, you know, and they began writing their songs on the rhythm. And then from there, you know, we got a demo of, I got a demo of Shelly's, like, draft of the Draco of Bouyon. And I was like, you know, Drake of Bouyon. I sat for a while and I was like, boy, that bad. Like the way he formulated, I was like, wow. And I was like, you know, that's a great song. You know, once you finish it, execute it, because it's only one verse at a time. So once you like put on the second verse, the bridge and all that, execute it properly, trust me, you have a hit song.
Yeah, man.
You know, I got demo from Stasher, from Swati, from Nicky D and Superline. And I was just amazed with, you know, everybody's contribution to the rhythm. Is like everybody had their specific style and it flowed so nicely on it, you know. And, you know, from then we went on, we decided, oh, by the time we got all the tracks done, we decided to on a release date. So we check in like, you know, our birthday coming just now, August 5th. So might as well drop it on that day. So we did all our preparations, you know, organize it to be on all platforms and everything.
Yeah.
And August 5th, it was out. And the rest is history.
Yo, man. Yeah, that's a definitely, while it is while it is under the Bouyon umbrella of rhythms, it's definitely something totally left, but good left. You know, like the quality of the song, of the rhythm, I should say, sorry, is definitely evident for everybody to hear. And yeah, it's one of those rhythms where it sticks you right in the middle. It's not too down tempo where you're kind of just like, you know, chipping, but it's not too fast as well. It's just right in. It's that nice sweet spot in the middle, man. You know, you find yourself a carnival babes, and you can chip and still talk in the ear at the same time. You're trying to get that phone number. That's the kind of rhythm you do that too, man. So yeah, big up yourself. And shout out to Shelly with the visuals on that as well. You know, that's definitely a rhythm too. And that's something that, you know, a lot of you know, the people in the scene will be pushing, because that should definitely be blasting from speakers on the streets, you know, and let people know like, yo, this is a homegrown rhythm. The rhythm is so sweet, it's homegrown. So we need to support, you know, we need to support our own, man. So 2022, Lord willing, we outside, and the Mimosa local rhythm is going to be pumping through the speakers, man. You know?
And personally, I can't wait to play it live.
Oh, man.
Dying to play it live.
Personally, I can't wait to wind up someone's daughter to that rhythm. I'm just saying, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's that
nice
rhythm.
Slow wine.
It's in the name as well, you know, like the name of the rhythm just lets you know, man. Like,
Mimosa Loca.
Yeah, man. Come on now. Yeah, man. So before we wrap it up, something that came to my notice was you've worked with, excuse me, arguably my favorite dancehall artist right now. Like, my favorite dancehall artist of all time is Beanie Man, because I just like how versatile he is and he does everything. But in these current times, my favorite, like, new generation dancehall artist is Popcorn. And you've done it. You've worked with Poppy. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Yes. So before we get out of here, you know, let the people know that you're not out here playing games, man. Let them know how you linked up with Poppy.
So once again, it's all, you know, big up D-Lo, because I was linking with him.
That's D-Lo. Yeah.
He ended up linking with Kiman Burnett, you know, who resides in Jamaica.
Right.
So and he had links, you know, with a guy called Shane Brown, you know, the owner of Jukebox Studios.
Okay.
Right, in Jamaica, right? And, you know, they have their whole catalog of hit songs, you know, they've produced for many reggae dancehall artists.
Right.
So in having those links, you know, we started the beat for that song itself. We actually did that, I think, last year, like early last year.
Okay.
Because it was there for a while. Because I just recorded a guitar loop.
Yeah.
Just a simple little vibesy guitar loop, and then D-Lo like built a beat around it.
Right.
You know, added the drums, bass, and all that stuff. And then we had that there, and then there was this one time, like I even forgot we even did that beat, you know. There's this one time he sent me a demo, and I'm like, isn't that Popcorn's voice on that? I'm like, wait a while, what really happening? And man telling me, yeah, the boy writing a song, Popcorn is writing a song on that rhythm, and I was like, wow, you know, and it wasn't like it was a rhythm, right? So there was other artists, Jamaican artists as well on it. There
Right.
was Furnace, Valiant, and there's another one, I don't remember his name. But yeah, there are artists on it's called the Solid Focus Rhythm,
Right.
right?
Okay.
You can look it up, Solid
Yep.
Focus Rhythm,
Solid
and you
focus.
can see all the other artists on it. But Popcorn is the more known one.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So the song is called Survivor, Popcorn song on the
Right.
rhythm. And even the lyrics of the song, you know, I was touched by it because, you know, it's such a nice song, you know, like the way he formulated the lyrics, the vibe, you know, the emotion he tried to bring out of the song, you know, together with the guitar,
Yeah.
chords and all that stuff. I was like, yeah, he's a good artist.
Yeah. 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 It's excuse me.
So the group,
Yep.
the group is Dilo, Shane, if you know Shane St. Clair from Portsmouth as well, and Kiman Burnett, who is in Jamaica.
Yep.
Right. So the team is called TMI Records. You can
TMI.
also
Yep. Okay.
follow them on Instagram as well, TMI Records. So that's the group that basically. So since then we've been, you know, working on beats, you know, recording loops and, you know, parts and all kind of different stuff, you know, to the same label, Jukebox Studios, so we can you know, see which artists we can get
For sure.
on another rhythm, you know, and just keep the vibes going, you know.
Yeah.
Because it's a good opportunity, and very grateful for it, and I would love to continue doing it. So yeah.
All right. So your personal Instagram is at Geo Green Music. Tell them about the other one, the TMI one you said.
Yeah, so it's TMI Records on Instagram.
All right.
So just write at TMI.
Right. Okay. So any artists that are out there, because you know we're going international, any artists out there who are serious about making good music, okay, you want to collaborate with some professional people, and I emphasize professional, so don't come with no freeness kind of queries. Hit them up at TMI Records. And, you know, like we said, we've got the Solid Focus Rhythm out there if you want to check out their work. We've also got the Mimosa Loca Rhythm. Check out their work to see how versatile they are. Hit them up and, you know, music. So, you know what I mean? Let's make that happen. So yeah, man. So Gio, I want to big you up again. I appreciate you checking in. You know,
thanks for having me, bro.
We definitely want to give you your flowers. It's still early in the game for you. Like, you know, Signal's only like 10+ years in the game. It's still early, but there's no right time or wrong. Well, you obviously want to get your flowers before you transcend, but you know, you don't have to wait till your career is in the rearview mirror to get your flowers. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So long may you continue. Yeah, if people want to follow you, it's at Geo Green Music. That's GIOGREEN Music. Follow him, you know, big him up. If you checked out the Solid Focus Rhythm, or you checked out the latest rhythm that he's worked on, which is the Mimosa Loca Rhythm, hit him up in the comment section or hit him up with a DM and let him know, you know, give him some constructive feedback. And if you're liking the tune, share it to your friend, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Because Carnival 2022, we're going to be jumping up and getting a little wine onto that Mimosa Loca rhythm. You know what I'm saying? So big up yourself, man. Anything you want to leave the people with before we bounce out of here?
Like you said, you know, just follow the page. You know, I'm working on more rhythms. You know, I'm trying to build up, you know, the catalog. So look out for new music. You know, I also post, you know, musical content like guitar and bass.
I saw that. Yep.
And all those kinds of stuff. So I have a YouTube channel as well, Giovanni Green. So
Check
Yeah,
that out.
just stay tuned, you know, I'll be working on some stuff for you guys.
All right, man. Well, big up. Well, we're gonna wrap it up here. Yeah, we're back after a long time out. We do have a very, we have another legendary guest coming on, but I won't say that because there's no point spoiling stuff before it happens. So, you know, we'll let you know nearer to the time. But like I said, if you're there's nothing really happening on a grand scale right now because everyone's still there's a little thing going on outside, begins with C, but we're not going to talk about it. So if you're living in the United Kingdom and you're in London on the weekend of November 6th, come to Tower Bridge Arms. We're having our own Dominican Independence takeover. We're going to be playing the finest in Bouyon music. Probably play some soca in there. We're gonna play some zouk for the mature heads, a little zouk, you know. We know how you lot like your zouk already. A lot of you lot were born to zouk as well, so don't knock zouk. I'm gonna be DJing there along with another host of flying DJs such as Remy D, Sweetness, Digger D, Mr. Mention. The hostess with the mostest herself, Dominican M's, will be hosting. And guys, just a disclaimer: don't trouble the woman on the night, okay? I know she's fine, but let her do her business, okay? Speak to her after the jam, okay? Go in the DMs after the jam, but on the night she's working, okay? I'm gonna keep my eye on you guys. Yeah. So we're gonna be playing some single band there, obviously, some Triple K, some CK, some Serenade, some Acer. Who am I missing? Trilogy, Kex.
Strictly local.
Strictly local. All right, strictly local. Shout out to Classique in the comment section. Shout out to DJ Cartel. Shout out to Miss Charles and the Wine Crew. Big up everyone that shout out to. There was someone that was bigging you up, man. Is it Hagen? Hagen the rival. Yeah, big up you. Shout out to the Trini crew. I see someone from Trini checked in. Big up all my 767 crew. Remember the 4 rules in life, man. Stay humble. Stay blessed. Drink your water and mind your business. That's us. We're out. I'm Drizzy Freckles. You can follow me on Instagram or Twitter. This has been a Geo from the Signal Band, one of Dominique.
Thanks again for having me.
You're welcome, King. We appreciate you giving us your time. And hopefully in the near future, we'll do this all over again and we'll talk about even more rhythms in your catalog. And yeah, man. Shout out to DJ with 767 as well. Big up yourself. All right, ladies and gentlemen, stay safe, and we'll catch you soon, all right? Keep following Love Bouyon, and yeah, keep your notifications on. And don't forget Geo Green on the YouTube. Subscribe, follow, hit the notification bell so when he's dropping the hot stuff, you're first to see it, all right? Peace. One.